Glad you could join us. Our first guest today is Shawn Davis with Up with Trees. Shawn, good to have you here.
I'm glad to be here.
You are marketing director, right?
I am.
So you know how to get the word out, and they sent the right person.
Yes, you know, we are trying to spread our mission and across Tulsa County and reach whoever we can.
And right now, it's just Tulsa County, correct?
Right now it is, yes. We have planted some locations outside of the county, but for the bulk of what we do, we stay within those limits.
We're going to show some video in just a couple of minutes, but first, could you explain for the folk who might not be familiar, what is it? What's the organization all about, and how did it get started?
Yeah, so for the most part, Up with Trees plants trees in public and private spaces throughout Tulsa County. And most of the places that we've planted, we maintain. So in our 40 years of existence, we've planted about 32,000 trees, and we maintain about 10 to 20,000 of those. Once they reach maturity, that's kind of when we move on to the next newly planted trees.
I noticed some of them are in memory of or dedicated to. Do folks pay a fee for that?
Yeah, so we're most well known for our Adopt a Tree site, which is along the major freeways and highway sites. And those are sponsored from families to corporations, businesses that are trying to advertise their company or just improve their local community.
I think it's a great move. I really do. Let's take a look at the video and you tell us what we're seeing, all right?
Sure.
You can watch the monitor here or the one behind me. What is this?
Yeah, so this is our tree school program. It's our youth education program where we go into schools and we teach children from K through 12 why trees are so important to their everyday lives and how they can create a more sustainable future for our community. Each tree school culminates in a planting on their campus that they can get involved in. So not only are they being educated, but they're also improving the school that they attend. And they really take pride in that. And you really see them get involved on that last day. And they come back and make sure the trees are well taken care of. And they're just so much more invested in the health of their community and the beauty of it, too.
What is the song,
so
Bless the Beast and the Children?
Yeah, right. Well, and these plantings we're actually seeing right now are from our Osage Prairie Trail planting and cleanup that we're doing right now. So the Osage Prairie Trail actually begins at the OSU Tulsa campus and extends through to Skiatook. But we are going through and cleaning up and planting a good chunk of it for that community.
Trees are our love note to nature.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this gentleman?
This is Michael Patton. He is our past board president. He is very, very involved with our organization still and is a great advocate for trees in Tulsa community. So these sites that we're seeing right now are actually our median program. So you can sponsor a median for about a year, and that helps us underwrite the cost of maintenance. Maintaining these trees in the median is very labor intensive, and we want to make sure that these trees are providing all the benefits they can to Tulsans.
Gosh, you guys have done so much good with this program.
Yeah, we really are trying to use trees as a way to address many of the issues in our community, from health to crime rates to safety and littering, and just making it a better place to live, work, and play.
Well, let me ask you, now that's not a tree.
No.
What are we dealing with here?
That is our Greenleaf Gala, which is our annual fundraiser, which helps fund our operating costs to plant and maintain the trees that we have. So it's a great party. We always invite people. This year it's on September 29th. It's going to be at the DoubleTree, which is in Tulsa, and so we welcome anybody to join us. It's a really great time, and it's going to a great cause. So.
Get down with the tree.
Get down with the tree. That's right.
We don't hear of many give back organizations that work hand in hand with nature. How the idea? Where did it come from?
Yeah. So like I said, we have been around for a little over 40 years. The whole idea from it was actually back in 1975. The city of Tulsa was doing a road expansion at 51st Street, and a student saw the expansion and called the city commissioner at the time, Sid Patterson, to ask what they were going to do to replace the trees that they were removing. Sid Patterson kind of looked into it and realized there wasn't a plan to replace those trees. And so thus sparked the idea of Up with Trees. He is our founder and created our nonprofit to address that issue and just continued growing it into the incredible organization it is today.
And a little TLC for the organization, and it's mushroomed into what it is today. Mm-hmm. Do you focus on any specific type of tree?
So we do, we plant trees depending on the location for what they'll do best in the soil that exists there, or what we've been planting a lot recently are food-bearing trees, especially in areas in North Tulsa that may be food deserts, to provide that benefit to that community. So we really try to squeeze every drop of benefit we can depending on the species and location that we have to work with.
You know, I noticed some years back, our spring period in the Tulsa area is absolutely gorgeous. It's drop dead gorgeous with all the pear trees, you know, that are in bloom. I mean, it's like nature saying, check it out, baby. And it works because, I mean, it's just, you see photographers out all the time, not even acknowledging at this point the good that it does Mother Nature, but the beauty that it adds to the city is breathtaking.
Yeah, and Tulsans really appreciate it, and we're really trying to get the word out about what a kind of unique city Tulsa is to people that just don't know that we exist here and that we have this little sort of paradise. And we're using trees to try to welcome anybody from across the country to come check us out and make this the place to raise a family or start a business.
You know, I bet you there are folk out there that would like to be a part. Can people volunteer to help in some way?
Absolutely. Our organization started on the backs of volunteers for sure. We have many opportunities and we love our volunteers. We call them an Up with Trees family. So they can, you saw the pictures of all of our signs that we create. Those are all made by volunteers.
Really?
They can come out on our plantings if you go to our website or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They can see all the different planting events. We're coming into the spring season, so we're going to have our seedlings to give away at many different booths for people that want to get a tree to plant in their own yard. Just kind of look us up on all those different platforms.
Well, where, you know, you brought up a very good point. Where are the seedlings available?
Yeah, so we're going to be at a lot of different events, and if you're unable to meet us there at things like Spring Fest and Eco Fest and Home and Garden Show, our office Up with Trees downtown at 11th and Boston, we're going to have the seedlings there if you're unable to make it at our other events.
Are they free?
We do ask a small donation, but if you can't afford the donation, they are free. We want trees everywhere that they can be planted.
I think it's well worth whatever you charge or ask for them. Hey, thank you.
Thanks for having me. I so enjoyed it.
Put us on your mailing list, will you?
Absolutely.
We'd like to be able to do more with it.
I'd love to.
And tell the folks back at the home office we said, hey.
Of course.
All right. Thank you. Coming up, the great Oklahoma outdoors right after this.